Hello, I'm Ben. Welcome to Andertons TV, and I'm here in one of the little acoustic rooms that we've got in the guitar gallery, surrounded by Lowdens. So let's take a few over to the studio and see what they're like. So here we are, we're back in the studio. We just came from the guitar gallery where we picked up these 4 Lowdens off the wall. It's really exciting that we're selling Lowdens now. If you don't know much about the Lowden Guitar Company, they've got a very, very detailed history of the company on their website. But as a kind of brief potted history, George Lowden started making guitars kind of professionally in the 70s. And over the years, the company has been through various kind of iterations and permutations, but George Lowden has always been in control of the design of the guitars, as far as I know. And now they're all made in Northern Ireland. It's a kind of family-run business, and they're doing an awful lot of kind of variations on their different models and different wood choices. So these are 4 that we've got here. There's more in the shop, so I can't recommend highly enough that if you are interested in a Lowden, you come in and you play them, because you have to kind of experience them for yourself, I would say. So in no particular order, but I just happen to be holding this one. This first model is the O32. It's quite a big guitar, obviously. It's got a spruce top, rosewood back and sides, a 5-piece mahogany neck, so this kind of sandwich here. Sycamore binding. It's a big guitar and it's lovely. It's got a rosewood neck, I should say. 45mm nut width, so it's quite a wide nut here. It's quite a thin, kind of thin neck though. It's not a big fat kind of baseball bat. But it sounds enormous. So you would have heard it. We just had a little jam, me and Pete. But here's how it sounds, just playing a nice open G chord. It's a huge, huge sounding guitar. Lots of projection, very loud, but really, really responsive to kind of picking and things. So I'm just going to play a little bit on here. I have to apologise. I managed to slam my thumb in a car door a couple of weeks ago, so I'm not wearing a thumb pick like I normally would be. But I've got a flat pick that my son made me, so I'm going to try and use that and see how I get on. So this is the O32 model. All right, so you've heard me and I know Pete before talk about how on some guitars, some kind of more budget guitars, you don't get the headroom. That is not a problem on here. This thing is dynamic and responsive and just a joy to play, to be honest. So yeah, well worth checking out if you're in the market. I mean, none of these, I should point out, none of these Lowden guitars are what you would describe as cheap, but I think it's a case of you get what you pay for, and what you get is a really, really great guitar. So I think we'll move on to the next one. So we're going from a really big guitar to a really small guitar. This is the WL25. Now, traditionally, now I think I'm right in saying this, the letters correspond to the body shape and the numbers correspond to the wood combination on Lowden guitars. And the 25 is the combination that Lowden used to be kind of best known for, which is Indian rosewood back and sides, which is lovely, with a cedar top. I really like cedar top guitars. My main guitar is a cedar top. It's a bit softer than spruce, and for finger picking stuff, I find it works really well. But anyway, enough of that. This is a short scale, 24-inch scale, parlour size guitar, obviously. It's got the same GL standard neck profile, which is a 45mm nut width. Quite narrow this way, again. 5-piece mahogany neck with a rosewood fingerboard. This is a rosewood fingerboard as well. I think I might have said it was a rosewood neck. It's not, it's a mahogany neck with a rosewood fingerboard, same as this. But here we go. I love parlour guitars, and so I'm going to play some on this. All right. So there, it's a great little parlour guitar. Obviously it's a parlour, so it's got a smaller body, so it doesn't have anywhere near the bass response that does, but if you're looking for a parlour guitar, you're not looking for that much bass, I would say. Again, I mean, the setup on all these, as you would expect, is impeccable. They play amazingly. So yeah, I mean, as I said before, I really can't recommend enough that if you are looking for something like this, you come down and play them, because there's nothing quite like holding them for yourself to see what's happening. But yeah, so there we go. That is the WL25 model. Moving on. All right, next up we have this, which is the F35 with Madagascar rosewood back and sides and a Sinker redwood top. It's got a 5-piece mahogany neck, ebony buttons on these gold tuners. It's got this beautiful maple binding and purfling, this kind of body contour, the bevel on the edge here, abalone inlays around the sound hole. I mean, it's a beautiful, beautiful guitar. It is £6,600 or thereabouts, so it's not a cheap guitar, but it sounds amazing. So I'm going to play some now on it. Beautiful. I mean, yeah, it's quite something. Yeah, you really need to come and play this one if you're looking for a guitar of this style. It's pretty special. Anyway, so last out of this collection that we got from the shop just now is this, which is the 32 SE. Now, SE stands for Stage Electric. which quite, obviously means that this has got a pickup fitted. None of these other guitars have a pickup as standard, but the SE is a guitar that is designed to be played live and plugged in. So it's got a Sitka spruce top, Indian rosewood back and side. So it's got the 5-piece mahogany neck, but this neck on here is actually the GL narrow low profile neck. So it's a slightly narrower nut width. I think it's nut width, sorry, 43. It's a slightly narrower nut width, which is 43.5 mil. It's a very kind of thin neck again. I guess potentially with kind of electric guitarists in mind, but I don't know that for sure. I'm just making it up. It's also got a very kind of shallow sound box. Again, I'm assuming that is to kind of help minimize feedback problems that you might get when playing live. As I mentioned, it's got the Anthem, the Baggs Anthem pickup in here. And it sounds great, actually. I have to say, I'm normally incredibly picky about acoustic guitar pickups, but we've got this one playing through the system in here, and it sounds really good. So if you're looking for that kind of Lowden sound, but you want to go and play on big stages, this might be the thing for you to come and check out. So this is what it sounds like. So there we go, a comfortable guitar to play, as they all are. I mean, when you're looking at guitars of this kind of standard, you expect that they're all really nice to play and the setup is impeccable, and it is across the board. And we played a couple more in the shop, because there are some more models that we didn't include here, because we just wanted to give you a kind of brief overview of some of the things we've got. But all the specs for these models are in the links below. Please click like and subscribe. And you can keep up to date with any more Lowden videos that we're going to do in the future, of which we've got at least 2 more planned, I think. So it should be good. They're wonderful guitars, made in Northern Ireland, so they don't have to travel far to get here. A kind of good history to the company, and if you're looking for something that is a high-end acoustic guitar, but maybe something a slight alternative from the usual suspects, you could do a lot worse than check out these. So. Yeah, have a look at the links. Let me know what you think of these in the comments, and we'll see you again soon. All right.